Yeah, I was just on tour. We did the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Midwest, which is where I'm from originally. So I grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. So
No way.
yeah, so that's it's really beautiful to get back there. We played the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee, which was like
Nice.
a place I grew up dreaming about playing. So that was really cool. And
Yeah.
yeah, see mom and dad and all, but all the shows were really great. People are coming back out. It's great to see people coming out to see bands that sticks and strings, man. And
Yeah.
mistakes and the whole nine yards. Rock and roll music.
Hmm. And what's it like playing back in your hometown in front of like? Do you see people you know, and it's kind of like familiar? What's it like?
Yeah, it's like having a family reunion slash graduation slash uh, wedding reception, but with a really noisy band that plays really long before you can say hello. So you know what I mean.
Right.
There were at our after show there was 100 people in there
Wow.
because I come from the farming family. My grandma and grandpa had 6 kids, and they all had a pile of kids, and so everybody comes out, and it's just the best, man. It's honestly when I'm gonna get sentimental. It that's why you put it. I never could have dreamt that putting on a guitar that it would bring so much love back in to my life. That the idea of like even at my age, your parents being proud of what you do, or like
Mm.
family taking time out of their busy lives, or friends you haven't seen since grade school coming because you wrote a little melody or a story. You know,
Right.
it's something that I don't know. I recently read an article by another artist talking about how they need to be left alone in the green room, and like they don't like to like socialize. And I can understand, it's a process. But after I just after the show, and it just to me it came late for me. We didn't get signed till I was like well into my 30s, and I think that brought into sharp focus. I had
Hmm.
definitely gone past the line of what this is really about. I had gone past the line where I thought this would happen for me. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
when it did, and all those little things that I thought when I was 22 would make my life make sense came after I had to make sense of life without it. It just it's a much more sacred and beautiful experience than I could possibly